Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. It's good to have you guys back. And happy birthday to Pac-Man. He's turning 40 years old this year, which is crazy to think about. He's older than I am by a year. And just an iconic character, iconic game. I want to share some of my fond memories of Pac-Man growing up as a kid. I'm kind of curious on what your guys' thoughts about Pac-Man is as well. What are your guys' favorite Pac-Man game? The original Pac-Man, I don't have the arcade itself, but I have this thing. This is by Namco. Actually, this is by Numskull, licensed by Namco. And Numskull also sent me this shirt recently, which is awesome. So thank you for sending this shirt. Pretty cool to celebrate his 40th anniversary. Same year that Empire Strikes Back came out, actually, which is coincidentally my favorite movie of all time. So 1980 was a good year. I was -1 years old at the time, of course. But my favorite Pac-Man game would probably be either Miss Pac-Man or Pac-Man Championship DX, which came out 10 years ago for Xbox 360, PlayStation, iOS, Android, etc. If you haven't played that game, it's a lot of fun. There's also that 4-player arcade game by Pac-Man. Came out several years ago, and that's a lot of fun as well. But one of my favorite items, Pac-Man growing up, was of course this handheld here by Tommy. I love the look of it. It's got a kind of futuristic look to it. And this is the gameplay plays a little bit different than your standard Pac-Man game. I don't have a battery in this because this takes like those D batteries. It does have an adapter, which I don't have anymore, but you can plug in the wall. This thing is classic. This is the original one I had as a kid. I'm kind of curious when this came out. Probably came out sometime in the early 80s. Obviously, there's no marker on here as far as year it was made. No trademark or anything like that. But anyway, so that's definitely one of my most fondest items growing up. I remember Pac-Man cereal growing up, which is really pretty good. And I also remember the cartoon show in the 80s. I believe it was on NBC. If my memory serves me right, and maybe it was ABC, but NBC or ABC, but it was a really fun cartoon, and then the Pac-Land game in the arcade, and I had the port for the Atari Lynx. Pac-Man itself has been ported to so many consoles over the years, and it's cool to see that Pac-Man is still alive and very well. He's a playable character in the Mario Kart game in the arcades, of course. If you ever play the Mario Kart arcade games, you can play as Pac-Man. And it's cool that he has a family, Miss Pac-Man, and a kid, Pac-Man Jr., and all that good stuff too. It's been a great ride for Pac-Man, and a kind of an interesting fact for those who may not know. In Japan, initially they were going to call it Pac-Man. In fact, they were going to port it over to the States as Pac-Man, but they were worried that the vandalers kids would basically change the P and scratch it off and turn it into an F. So it would become, F-Man, whatever, right? So that's kind of funny stat. So they changed it to Pac-Man, which glad they did. But it was really one of the first games really have kind of a story where they had middle stories in between, and it's a really fun game. It's very, very challenging and inspired so many other kind of not rip-offs, but other games like Ladybug and other games like that have come out after Pac-Man. So happy birthday, Pac-Man. Thank you guys. Let me know what you guys think of Pac-Man itself. What are some of your favorite Pac-Man games? I'm curious to read your thoughts. We'll see you guys soon. We'll see you guys soon. Take care. And of course, game on.